Hello, how are you guys doing? We're back at it with some more Passpartout. Should be called Passpartout, but spelled wrong. You know what I mean? Like the obvious. But I mean, I guess it would be hard to tell the difference between this one and the last one. I don't know. I'm gonna run a 1 minute ad real quick right at the start. How do I get rid of this pinned message? Delete message. There we go. Cool. All right. Doing pretty good. That's good. Whole bunch of bounties that look halfway decent, and looks like I'm gonna be kind of here by myself for the next little bit. So I may stream on the weekends. I may not. We'll see. But right now we're gonna do some Passpartout because I just want a little bit of a chill game. You know, I want to hang out. I want to have a good time. Play more of that. It was good last time I played it. I don't imagine that there's a whole lot left. So if that's the case, or people don't feel like they're feeling this one, we could switch. Let me go ahead and get. Unfortunately, King of the Castle or whatever, just man, they didn't. They said that they updated it to make it more fair for the streamer. Source. You know what I mean? Like I don't see that. Passpartout, please have a capture region. Oh, I guess I replaced. Okay, I got it. We'll probably do this for a bit, and then if we have some spare time, we could do something else. I don't know what yet. Did I remember to at the Discord? I did. Okay. And then I tweeted it, right? All right. Okay, cool. Good. So I did it. I was just informed that they're making a Iron Lung movie starring Markiplier. And, you know, I don't know much about Markiplier. So, like, this is, like, probably not the best take on this ever as a result. I watched, was it Security Breach was the one where, what was the most recent one? The one with the I don't remember what he's called. The rock star Fonzie that you don't actually do the core gameplay mechanics of a Five Nights at Freddy's game in that one. Is that Security Breach? Okay, yeah. So I watched him play that. I think I still have the King of the Castle stuff pinned. I thought I got rid of it. Go ahead and refresh or do like remove or something. You should be able to click on it and say remove for myself. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. I forgot to get rid of it. But yeah, I think that he's going to do fine. I watched his playthrough of that because I was going to see if it was worth streaming. And like, he does a decent enough job pretending to be scared. So I think he'll do a good job. And like, is Iron Lung, does it have enough there that you can make a whole movie out of it? I think if it's short, like maybe an hour and a half movie, I think you could make like a very short movie based on it. I don't think you could do like because a lot of the game is just wandering around in the dark, and I don't know how much of that is actually going to work. Hey. To be on stage is to be the king of the world and of the soul. But I am me, but not always. Sometimes I am the sinister villain, the squalid violin, and sometimes both. Or neither. To reply fully, I am many, yet one. The common mantra amongst the classically trained. Okay. Okay, well, sure. Do you want me to do something about this? Like, only a stagehand may flick the switch. Alright. Well, then I don't care about you. Are y'all in love yet? Why the funny hat? You happy? Does it matter? Do you have a point? Yes. You're lost, just saying. No. Cool. I'm a nihilist. Maybe you're one too. Bye. Okay, so that didn't go anywhere. You sad? Okay, bye. I don't remember who we need to talk to at this point. Weird close? Okay, bye. I don't know as if there's like really a quest system in this game. It's more just like remember what you're doing. That guy just sucks. I don't think there's anything I can do to like make him happy. So I'm not gonna even try. We're done with you, right? Increasing the amount of graffiti worries me. I hope you have nothing to do with that. You work at me? Sorry, of course you're right. Yeah, no, it's definitely not me. What if I say the other thing? It's exact. Okay, but thou must. Okay, so if the guy who worked on Irelung, the guy who made it is, I mean, like, it could be good. I could see that being a decent movie. Set's cheap, I'll tell you that. You just gotta, like, work on making a big-ass monster or two. It really is gonna, like, it really hinges on how good of an actor Markiplier is. Also, like, not to be gay about it, but he seems too hot to have, like, that job. They're gonna have to scruff him up real good. Like, he's been to, like, a freaking, like, prison, and now they're letting him out, and, like, he still looks like he's getting fed. And he still looks like he works out. You know? Does anyone have a quest for me? A thing for me to do? Anything? I ain't done nothing. Banky wants to join. Just let Banky join you guys. He's got the spirit. Yeah, we're done with recipes. Okay, bye. Does he look like the king from Shrek? If you squint, you could make him look like that. Yeah, he could play a live action version if they kind of like, again, fuck him up a bit. Sure. What's horrible and depressing? Me? That's not a joke. I don't know what. That's not even a joke. You can't just say a sentence and count it as a joke. It doesn't look like I can do anything to the walls. I can't spray paint myself. Yeah, Advance Wars was coming out. I only get like 3 ads. One of them is that. The other one's like, hey, Austin. Google Fiber is coming to your neighborhood. And it's like, no shit, it's fucking everywhere. Sorry. I'm having a day. And I'm just gonna be like grumps until successful. Soon this place will be will be known and appreciated like the Museum of Masters. It takes trust. My first customer will come anytime. Man, this place is so nice that they let him have that place without having any money or jobs, or he has to be fairly bad at his job if I just noticed that tire is like sinking into the ground there on the bike. It's not even like it's like clipped or it's flat, it's just clipping into the ground. It's weird. Got more paint and more tools. Pastel. I should buy some of these and just mess with them. Pastels could be fun to work with. Roller just seems nice for like initially doing something. Bristle brush, I could see some work being done on. I can't get the fan brush. I think we're done. Wow, those are some expensive ass brushes. I would like to get rid of, so I really like the spray can and the paint thrower, so I think we could get rid of okay. And then I guess we'll just do a painting to get some money because I want to unlock all the brushes. There's a Metal Slug TRPG. Interesting. All right. Yeah. Let's do something I wanted to do earlier, but then like just didn't do. Let's look at our color options because I don't think that that's gonna work. I need to get certain colors for this. Okay. I don't want to do that. Leave. Flame Titan, thank you for the 30 months of support. I was gonna say good morning, but I guess it's noon there. Afternoon. That may actually be the trick there. They announced it last year, but it's been delayed to hell and back. Interesting. Okay, so that's what that does. Okay, and then this. Okay. So you can get like a very fine finish of stuff there. And then this guy is like so. Right? Okay. And this guy, well, I should probably use a tool. Okay, yeah, no, actually, this could be okay. I'm gonna do space, but I need to get like a reference image, so like, let's do something easy like the Pillars of Eternity. That's called a joke. We could do like a bootleg version of the Pillars of Eternity. I think they're like just rad. I think it's so wild that like just out in existence somewhere there's just like that. You know what I mean? Isn't that wild that like we live in the same universe as like giant nebulas and like I don't know how to explain it. Like just like what? Fucking what? It looks like I need like a light pink. Is that gonna work? Yeah, I guess so. This is not the color I would have like thought that I needed. I was gonna pull out the white, but apparently they're mostly like kind of that. And then we're gonna bring a few of them back a bit with the where is it, watercolor brush. We're gonna go to black again, but we're gonna use this black. And we're gonna bring back like some of this over here. Just kind of in the middle, just kind of bring that down a bit. It's the Pillars of Creation, not Eternity. Okay, well, whatever. I don't know. Why is that like so strong? Don't be that strong. Come down a bit. Calm down. Calm down. Pillars of Eternity is a game, isn't it? I think so, yeah. I might be confusing it for that. And then it kind of goes to like this like tealy green. Do we have something like that? Like a teal green? Not really. So we'll have to like wet on wet mix it. So I mean, I think I'm just gonna have to like, yeah, I'm gonna have to do like, first off, we're just gonna have to erase that because this is like just wrong. Let's just start over because I've done it wrong. Okay. I need to find my colors first. So let's get some of those. I think we maybe put the stars in last. I was putting them in first, but no, I want to put them in first. That way I can like hide them behind all of the other. That's not the right purple. What the fuck? And it was this pink for the boop, boop, boop. And I'm sure that like someone actually knows where all these stars are supposed to be, but I don't. All right, so we got like a kind of a brownish color over here. It's, man, do we need like the colors of man? Yeah, I think we do. Holy shit. All right. I would not expect that that would be the color palette I need, but let's go get it. So we're getting rid of this one and we're going to get, Summer Fun? Summer Fun or Tones of Man? I think it's Summer Fun. Lots of like browns, lots of like middle tones and that kind of thing. We're not going to do a perfect recreation just because I've got limitations on what I can do here, but we can get something that's like, oh, hey, it's that thing, you know? That's kind of where I'm going with this. We got kind of this teal here, and then we go to kind of a blue through here. And then it goes kind of like purpley pink up here. And to a lesser extent, like a red over here. And then we've got a bit of a gray-white kind of comes through here. And we got a bit more over here. Same kind of thing. And I want to add a little bit of brown over here. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to back it down again with that gray. We got a black kind of like shadow there. And we're going to have to come in with some more like teals and stuff. But I want to make a smaller brush stroke now. And we're going for, I guess, more yellows. Is this the right yellow? Yeah, that's fine. Let's go and sculpt out some of this. And some of this like has like a bit of an edge highlight, which is, I don't quite understand what this is, like conceptually. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is just star fragments, right? Like, this is exploded stuff. The pillars of creation are part of an active star forming region within a nebula. Clouds of gases. Wild. Wild. Literal clouds of stars. Wow. Nature's wild, dude. It just does stuff like this. You know, say the world has no meaning, the universe has no meaning. We're put into this universe and we have the ability to, like, I don't know, comprehend it to some degree and just revel in, like, the just pure, not madness, but just, like, scope of the thing, you know? Like, imagine being born with this level of reason and not taking the time to appreciate that fact. If there's any purpose, I think that's one purpose that is worth your time. Beautiful. Kind of looks like vomit right now. That's okay. We'll fix it. Beautiful. It looks like vomit. The original thing looks beautiful. What I'm doing does not. This is all kind of like different shades of like red and stuff like that. I mean, there's something to be said about the indomitable human spirit. It sounds like just baloney and garbage, but then you meet some people. You meet some people who really like get that, who are really there doing that, and you're just like, wow, what are you, how? I was given enough reason and ability to be able to comprehend my fleeting time in this existence, into this world, into this universe. And I'm going to use that to make as many dick jokes as possible. What a beautiful thing this is. I do need to get some work done on this week's painting as well. So if I have to stop and do that, I mean, that could be a thing we do after this, once we get a little bit further. Just need to work on arcade stuff a bit. Got an arcade video, and I honestly don't, again, know what I'm going to talk about for this video, because it's just like, I don't know. I haven't really had a chance to like sit and think this week, to just like think about things to think about. I've just been in like do what needs to be done survival mode. Really don't have as much dark in the lower part here. And I'm getting some of the details wrong, but I mean, like, whatever. It looks better in the little, like, tiny version. And I think that there's something to be said about, like, playing to the tiny version of this rather than the big version, because it's a different thing. I'm just kind of tired of talking about NFTs and AI art, and fortunately NFTs seem to have like gone away to some degree, so I don't have to talk about them on Arcade anymore. But I mean, I guess I was never really forced to talk about them, but you know, like, you gotta to some degree. So scared to use this tool because I don't quite know what it's gonna do. Okay, so it creates like a little bit of like spottiness. I think I want like smoother contours than that. I need like a really clean brush, like just a tiny point, but I don't think you can get like really tiny details in this unless if you like subtract until you get what you want. You add, then subtract out the excess, rather than doing it, you know, like a normal person would, where you just add what you need to. Fred, yeah, well, I mean, you know, if Fred wants to talk about NFTs, I don't have any beef against that at all. Like, fuck NFTs, and I'm glad that he is of the same mind. Like, it would be hard to be friends with him, I think, if he was like, oh man, NFTs are so cool and awesome, and you should make some, Rev. Like, that would suck. That was a funny thing. So I'm like really hardcore about contracts. When it comes to like doing any sort of like work with me, if you ever get like to work with me, or you ever do anything for me, I'm gonna make you a contract. We're gonna make a contract together, and I'm gonna ask you to put it together and put in the things that you're comfortable with, and then I will edit it to have the things that I'm comfortable with. Mainly just because I don't want there to ever be bad blood between me and someone else, and just a contract just means that we can have like agreed upon rules about how we're gonna do something. So the person who's doing some of the refresh stuff that I've got going on, I told them to do that, and they're like, okay, well, I haven't done this before, and I'm like, you know, just put things in there that you find important, and they're like, oh, okay. And so one of the things I had to agree to for the thing that's stream refresh thing that's coming, is I had to agree that I wouldn't make NFTs of it. And I'm like, okay. Neither of us want there to be NFTs of the thing that they're making for me. And so they made me sign a thing agreeing that I would not make NFTs of it. And I'm like, that's fine. Like, if that's one of the restrictions you have, I'm totally fine with that. That's so easy for me. But, you know, then, see, what happened there is, what if I did turn into a nut job and I was like, yeah, I'm actually going to sell a whole bunch of NFTs of this thing. They have protection now. They're safe from me being just evil, you know? And I'm safe from them as well. If they ever make an NFT of it, they breach contract, you know? So, like, there will be no NFT of this thing. It's, yeah, it's professional boundaries, you know? And it says, here's what I'm paying for, and this is what I expect, and this is what you're going to get paid. It's really just for the sake of us getting to an agreement on what we're doing here, rather than, you know, a distrust. It's just like, I don't know. I want the thing to turn out right, and I want them to be comfortable and happy, and I don't want there to be a situation where it's like, here's my expose on why Rev sucks, and then they actually make decent points, you know, rather than right now when people make them and it's like not a point at all. Not that anyone really does that much anymore, but, you know, if they did, they wouldn't have a case, because I would, you know, I make sure that when I work with someone, I go, here's how much I'm willing to pay. Is that okay with you? Yes. Okay, cool. Here's what I'm expecting of you for that work. Is that still okay? Yes. All right, cool, good. And then what ends up happening is that just everyone walks away happy. And, like, you know, there was an agreement of some sort, like, you know, professionals do. I really, really recommend contracts in your work. Well, I'm part of Vinesauce, so, like, I like to think I'm underrated, you know? God, can you imagine if I was like, man, I think I'm overrated, y'all? Sometimes I'm like that. I don't really have as much imposter syndrome as I used to. Because I've seen some people do some stupid ass shit, and I'm like, okay, no, I actually am better than some people. Not to sound conceited or anything, but some people fucking suck. I'm still using a mouse to draw this. Yeah, I don't really want to try and get the tablet pressure thing. Apps to mid just arrived. It's gorgeous. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Sorry for the runaround on that, and sorry it took you so long, or took me so long to get it out to you. I just, you know, needed a moment to go and get it out the door. Like, I see streamers that get canceled for this, that, and the other, and it's just like, yeah, it turns out that they sent nudes to, like, minors, or, you know, they did such and such, and I'm like, oh, actually, apparently I don't suck at my job, you know? Turns out other people are just garbage human beings. So that really helped with, like, any lasting imposter syndrome stuff. So thank you to all the YouTubers, streamers, and other idiots who help me cure my concerns. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the back burner for just a second. I'm gonna get a different brush. I try not to do a pro Jared because you know, I don't think that I deserve to see your cock. Oh, right. I need to make the masterpiece. I think this will be my masterpiece. What is this? Rounded bristle brush pencil. There's no way I can get the pencil to be like that thin. I don't think that I can get a thinner mark than what I've got. A lot of those terrible YouTubers are still going strong. Sure, yeah. And a lot of them are more like successful than me. You know, I think that Pro Jared still has like a fucking career, right? So like clearly like it's not that bad. But what I'm saying is like, oh, okay, this is gonna be my detail brush. Okay, good. I found it. I mean, getting canceled is like not really a thing. I hate to say it, but like you don't. It's actually very hard to get like permanently canceled. A lot of people, especially when they're first starting out doing YouTube or stream or something like that, are like, oh man, what if I get canceled? And like, just don't be a sack of shit. Don't suck ass. Like, how do... So now I have like the opposite of imposter syndrome. Like, why can someone who like is a piece of shit have a better career than me? And I think the answer is because that's not how reality works, unfortunately. Sometimes people suck and it works for them. Like they can still have careers. Meritocracy isn't real. Exactly. Yeah, no, it's not. That is an American specific lie that we tell ourselves, that the people who have nice things deserve them, and therefore instead of like, you know, hating them, you should envy them because they must have worked hard in order to have success. Tobuscus still makes videos? Really? Wait. Tobuscus still makes videos? In the year of our Lord 2023, someone is actually watching Tobuscus? You get the views you deserve. Who said that? Someone Mike asked. Yeah. I would love for that to be real. It's actually helped me out quite a bit to understand that that's the case. Because then, if you don't believe that bad people can like still be successful despite the fact that they suck ass, then your entire worldview of yourself can go downhill very fast. Like if someone else is successful yet they suck dick, does that mean that they actually suck dick, or are you just lame? You know? No, the problem is this has no fuzz to it whatsoever. That has a bit more fuzz, and I can kind of work with that. I mean, there's no real point in getting a lot of detail going on this, because, I mean, we're really just looking at that version of it, and that version of it's doing pretty good. You need to do, like, a little... Actually, I need to get some black in up here, because we don't really have the spot for where this shadow is. There's another one here. And I actually need to bring in a little bit of navy there, just to lighten it up a bit. Jontron's still around? Yep. I see his videos on my sidebar every now and then, and I'm just like, wow, okay. Why are predictions up for King of the Realm? Oh, right, hold up. Manage predictions, delete, and return points. Forgot to do that. Sorry about that. All right. Oh, I need to pull up my my reference image again. I wish there was like a blending stick of some sort, you know? I think maybe I use like this? Yeah, I get a bit of a shakier line with the with this, and I kind of prefer that. Cause it's like not, I mean it's clouds essentially. Work within the restrictions. Exactly, yeah. There's limitations on what I'm going to be able to do here, and that's fine. I want like a darker reddish brown. Yeah, that should do. And then maybe just one. Oop. Yeah, that'll darken it up. Have you sold a painting of a cock for $2 million? Would I? No. I have an idea for a painting or two that I want to do along those lines, but I've not sold any pictures of a cock, no. I really want to do like a really big painting. I don't know how big yet, but like I want to talk like wall sized, you know, just massive. And it's like entirely one color. I'm gonna say like blue. And then I want to like paint at eye level, so like at like 5 foot 6 feet up. I want to paint just a cock, like kind of a smaller dick than you would expect or want, and call it blue balls. And that's the whole thing. It's just this massive painting, but the balls are like, and the cock are just like regular size, like human sized, and they're at like eye level. I think that would be great. There's some, we need to spray over this some, but I'm just trying to get some of the details out, and then we can kind of bring it down a bit. Yeah, we got some limitations on what I can actually achieve just because of the tools that are available here, but we're getting like reasonably close to what I'm trying to achieve. I think we can probably just like maybe just like edge highlight some of this. Like this yellow is just so vibrant. What are you painting? This is the, what is it called? Pillars of Creation. It's a nebula out in the space. We're not quite there yet, but I'm getting there. I think that we're gonna have to back this down with some other colors. And then I think I can spray this with like a brown. And then if I just go up to the edge of the, yeah, I think that'll work. So we can go back to doing this with the yellow, and we can kind of just do this. We accept a commission from Togepi, famous macro Falco aficionado, and paid thousands for one piece. People talk about selling out a lot. Like, There's a classic joke where it's like, would you suck a dick for, you know, $1 million? And then someone goes no, and you just keep upping the price, and then once they get you know, once they say yes, then you try and lowball them, and they go, well, what the hell? And you're like, well, look, I already found out that I can get you to suck my dick. I'm just trying to figure out if I can get a deal, you know? To me, selling out at its core is doing something that is against your interest or your morals for money. Why did I bring this up? Wonder Bread and the Falco thing. Suffice to say, I don't know how to draw macro Falco writing a building. Am I correct in my assumption about the content of their commissions? And the Wonder Bread guy is like a Nazi, right? Like it's for somehow it's like a white supremacist thing or something like that. It's something weird like that, right? Falco fucking a building is not morally wrong. Correct. I want to say the Wonder Bread guy was, but I don't remember the full story. Does anyone remember this? The Wonder Bread guy got milkshake ducked. Okay, I thought I got that right, but I wasn't sure. This is looking dope. Thanks. The miniature version looks a lot better than the actual size version. So it's like a yellowy greeny kind of. It like shifts from like yellow to blue so fast that it almost looks like it's all of those colors at once. Right, and I need to be using this tool because it gets like less even edges, which is great for spray painting over. What's your favorite Twitch streamer, Vinesauce or RevScarecrow? Can I answer myself? Because I watch probably more of my streams than any other streamer. I mean, part of that is because I have to edit them and stuff, but I mean, like, you know. No offense to those guys, but I mean, I definitely watch more of myself than them, and I think they probably do as well. I mean, you know. There's others on the Vinesauce team, yeah. Vinesauce is a team of streamers. I just happen to be one of like a dozen or so at this point. What streamer do you watch excluding yourself? I watch Mike. I watch Lime some. I watch I don't really get to watch Fred much. And I don't really get to watch Limes much because they're kind of live when I'm live. But I'll watch a little bit of Mike every now and then. I watch the Warhammer streams. There's one coming up. I want to say, is it this weekend for Warhammer Fest? I know like the event is coming up soon, but I don't think that anyone gives a single damn aside from me. But the 10th edition stuff looks so good, man. Macro art isn't always safe for work. I mean, yeah, at some point it can be safe for work as long as it's basically just giants. But is anyone down to watch just pictures of giants or whatever? Like, my concern with some of these lines is they may be too intense to be able to be spray painted down to a reasonable level. Like, I need to be able to blend them so that way it looks like it kind of smoothly transitions from one thing to another. And right now I've got a bit of trouble with that, but I mean, like, it kind of is working. And then we can get a little bit of red in here, a little bit of black in here. We just do like little spots of black and red. The black mainly needs to be up here. And then we do a little bit of brown through here. And then we want a little bit of like a gray through here. I have dreams about Hitman a lot and it annoys me. You should play other games. It's not a bad game. I'm just saying, like, you know. Do we have like I need like a very black blue. I don't really seem to have that. There's a little bit of a brown right here. It's not going to be perfect. I don't think we can make it perfect. We don't really have the fine detail of tools here, but we can get something pretty okay looking. And that's good enough for me for, you know, what I'm trying to achieve with this tool. Is it's not... Who is this Falco macro guy? It's Hitman and Genshin Impact because I get bored by things that don't suck. Playing Hitman has gotten really stale and Genshin Impact sucks. Yeah, I feel that. Like, that sucks when you get to that point where it's like you have no, like, fun game to relax to. Recently just started playing, whatchamacallit more, Insurgency Sandstorm, because it got an update, and it's a new game mode. It's alright. Sort of like your standard, like, Counter-Strike bomb defusal thing, but, like, there's two sites, and they can both be bombed, and everyone has a bomb, and if the, you know, bomb is defused, the round doesn't end. Like, it just keeps going until, like, a certain time. It's an okay game mode. It's not great. But, you know, it's something to do that's not Darktide, and I kind of got tired of Darktide because all my characters are max level, so I don't really have anything to do there, you know? And it's just sort of like, well, why do any of this, you know? Why play this game if there's nothing else to do with it? And there's not a really good answer to that, you know? The surgeon dentist thing was made up as a rumor about Togepi, the macro guy. Oh, thank you, Suggestive. I think I need to get some more. Well, let's not worry about that right now. But I do need to add more stars here because they're, like, still visible despite everything. I'm going to cast Pearls before a swine. And by a swine, I mean that fucking rich asshole. See if he likes this, and if he doesn't, I'm going to take it to the masterpiece thing and just be like, yep, this is my masterpiece, suck my cock. And then that guy is going to be so sad that he didn't get it when he could have. I hate him. Actually, combining the spray with the... Yeah, that's the way to do it, actually. Oh, fuck. That means I do have to go back and do a lot of stuff. But I think it'll be worth... You can kind of get a blend effect by using the sharper tool and then using the spray can and then using the spray can over the spray can. And, like, naturally blend it like that. And that looks okay. But that's, like, not the right color. It needs to be more brown. Like, and then it goes to, like, do some teal stuff in here. Does one determine their own masterpiece, or is that something decided by other people post-mortem in the case of famous artists? You know, I don't know the answer to that question. I think that that's more of a societal thing. Like, when does one achieve greatness is your question, and I don't know the answer to that. Like, how does one decide that they've done greatness? Like, perfection. Because when you think about art, when you think about music, when you think about anything that's creative like that, like, you know, if there's, like, an ultimate form of someone's work, then at some point or another, they'll make it, regardless of their skill level. They'll make whatever their best thing they could make is. Postmortem makes the most sense just because, like, I don't know. I guess you can only find where the peak is once everything has come out, one way or another. I think I need to get some grays in here. I also made this bottom section, like, way too big, but, you know, I'm not going to go back and fix that now. I don't care enough. This is a baby game for babies. Like, it's, if it doesn't look perfect, it's fine. We'll live. No one's going to judge my art on something I do in this whatever program. Like, this can kind of suck, and it kind of does, but that's okay. You know, again, I'm just having fun with the little art program, so it can, you know, it can be imperfect. Better finish than perfect. True facts. I need to get, like, a, yeah, and then we back it down, and then we'll go a little bit teal through, like, here. Could probably do Aurora, was it Aurora Borealis? In a kitchen? I mean, you know, meme reasons, we have to put it in a kitchen. But just, like, I'm looking at this color palette, and I'm like, we're almost there, so we could probably get away with that. I think I want to use the yellow here to just, like, yeah, and then another one, like, here to do that. And then we want to use a little bit of orange here with the spray can and just kind of, like, blend these colors back. And then we use the teal to, like, back everything down. And then it needs a little bit of brown. I think if I was going slower, I could probably get that a little bit more perfect, but again, don't particularly care, so it's fine. All that matters is the algorithm likes it. I do not live in the same world as you. I make art for myself, and if anyone enjoys it, it's just collateral good. I used to try to make art to communicate with people, but then I realized that some people are just dumb. That art show that I had, I as part of finishing my education as an artist. Really like put a sticker, like a bold face, like this is reality. Like people are dumb sometimes and will say that you respect cops. Even though the entire purpose of the series was like, hey, isn't it kind of fucked up that everyone was down with that? But I digress. But, you know, also in the same vein, the guy who made that comment was, you know, he was doing extra credit work. That's why I have that review in the first place. And he was doing extra credit work probably because he wasn't doing good in art history, you know? So, I know it's funny to meme about killing cops, but that's not my fucking thing, you know? And call me weak, call me a class traitor, whatever the fuck. I can't. I can't encourage that. I can't even pretend that I encourage that. I'm not a fan of what they do. And I'm down for self-defense, but just like wanton murder is not my thing. I will meme about it, but you know. No, you're fine, it's Soki. And again, you're memeing, you're not being serious, so it's whatever, but actual nuance, cringe, sure. You know what I was thinking about? And it's kind of along the same veins, and I just want to get you guys like to, I don't know. It's just one of those thoughts that gets stuck in my head, and it's important to me. And so I just kind of want to like get you guys' opinion on it and hear what you think. But what's like the shortest person you'd be willing to beat up? Like just beat the fuck out of. You know what I mean? Four? There's no limit to the height if they're an asshole. Exactly. See, everyone always goes for like, oh, I wouldn't beat up someone who's like super short. Nah, fuck that. If you're an asshole, I'll drop kick you. Like I can punt you like a fucking football if you're small enough. Like, you know, fuck you. Like, absolutely not. Like, no. I'd beat up anyone shorter or taller than me if I felt like they deserved it. Like, that's the line for me. Like, I'm not going to just beat someone up for the hell of it. But, like, if you give me a good reason. Ah, yeah. I could spend a year, a week, a day on this piece and still not be happy with it. I mean, it looks pretty damn close to the original in the preview image down there. I think we need to get a few more stars in here, and the top right corner needs to be a bit more violet rather than like... Oh, it's like a three-dimensional object, so I gotta like paint the edges too. Weird. Do a little wet on wet color mixing and then back it down quite a bit. But I'd beat up a child. Like, for good reason. Like, I'm not gonna just beat up a child for no reason. But I'd beat up a child. Like, if they deserved it, your ass is grass. Fuck you. Because if there's a limit on like what height I can beat you up at, then like just you could just like get like racism surgery where you're just like super short. Like you get surgery to shrink your legs so you become shorter so that way people can't like beat you up for being an asshole. Like that would be the tactic. There's a horror movie about... Wait, how is there a horror movie about that? That was the dumbest thing that I've ever said. I really don't need to go this hard on this piece. I just want the tools to be better than they actually are. Okay, let's do where is it? All right. All right. And then we need to get this pink, and there's one. Oh, it's more of an orangey color, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Maybe it's because I did play GoldenEye, and I gotta beat up those odd jobs. And that Moonraker chick. People always forget about the Moonraker chicks, but the Moonraker chick's the same size as Odd Job. I think you have to beat the game on, like, 00 agent or something like that in order to get access to her. Crazy serial killer woman has surgeries to shorten herself, have fake teeth to look like a child, gets into foster homes, gets adopted, then she tries to kill and seduce the husband and the family, and then kills the family. What? Is that, why is that movie like that? Is this one of those, like, author barely disguises his hidden fetish situations? That's not the green I want. I want, like, a really, like, pale, dirty green. But I don't have that, so I'll have to make it. The dirty turd, hurdy hurt. We probably should do another one of those streams. You think anyone's ever made a Pillars for Creation dildo? If you've thought of it, probably. Because people are horny for weird shit, man. Like, I've been on the internet long enough to know that. And whatever you think that people are normally horny for is not a thing that everyone jerks off to. Should I do the starburst on the stars? It's gonna be hard, but I think it's worth. Oh, show Rev Cool videos stream. That's an okay idea as well. What do you jerk off to? You know, normal shit. Does anyone think that they jerk off to weird shit? That's actually an interesting question. I need like the world's tiniest little like boop, 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 boop. Do you jerk off to normal porn for normal people? Yeah, you know. Sonic inflation shit. Like everybody else, you know? There we go. That's a lot closer. Something like that. I don't know. And then this section needs to be chunked out a bit more. So we're going to just like... And then we need like a reddish pink kind of fuzz through here to kind of imply that highlight from the stars nearby or something. Sometimes I get self-conscious about what I jerk off to. And it shouldn't be my problem. And instead that I... Yeah, I mean, like... Don't... Just... I think it's wise to be considerate of what you're jerking it to, you know? But it doesn't mean that, like, you know, you have to feel shame. I don't think I can get like the control that I want to be able to get the starburst to work the way I want them to. I might have to erase that starburst and remake it as a result. I'm gonna see if I can fix it with just coloring. Yeah, I don't think that it's a fine enough line. What if I do... Yeah, I can't get that fine enough to really make it work, so we're just gonna... redo that area. I do think that if I put like a all right. Orange with pink around the outsides. Orange. And then like this pink. And then we could go for like a very soft like purple glow around it. It's not quite that color. It's a little bit more red. And then this, I need to go back and make pink orange again. Yeah, I'm having too much fun with this drawing. Should probably stop it at some point. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized lions or 10 lion-sized ducks? I mean, 100 duck-sized lions is just like a horde of cats, isn't it? Like, I think I'll fight the cats. I think I can win. Like, if I can get some space between me and the main pack, then I can maybe create a little bit of like, oh, wrong. That's pliers, pillars of creation. All right, there we go. Would you rather live with your sins or live blissfully unaware? Somehow I feel like I'm doing both all of the time. How is that possible? I guess if you kill the lion-sized ducks, you could definitely feed like a village for like a while. All right, asshole. What do you think of this? No? What's wrong with it? You know what? Fuck you. I just want to see, like, what does this look like when it's actually out and about? I mean, that looks pretty good. I think that's my masterpiece. There needs to be either a mod or DLC to throw that guy into the goddamn river, you're right. Hey, Benjamin, I made my masterpiece. What do you think? Are you finished with the masterpiece? Yes. Oh mon dieu, what? I can't, it's just so beautiful. Here's the ticket to the museum. When you meet the curator, do not look him in the eyes. Many have made that mistake. Promise you find me later to tell me how it all went down. Promise. Good luck, my friend. You are so brave. I'm gonna come back to that in a second, but I realize I haven't explored up this way too much, so let's... Thank you for the 79 months of support, Punstar. That's wild. Hello, Charles. What? Swedish? You need to address me as Prince. After all, I am Swedish royalty. Prince. I am the Prince of Sweden. I love the deep Jamtala din forest and elk and other things you'd expect from a man of my stature. Okay. Wait, who did I just thank? Plastic Squid, thank you for the 79 months of support. What? It was plastic. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Plastic Squid. That was... Did I have a question? Yeah. What kind of prince are you? Okay, bye. All right, how about this? Put a meat bill on it? Yeah, I need to, like... We're not just putting down the Swedish flag. We're going to do a little bit more with it. You know, we need to bring in, like, all the things that are quintessentially Swedish. You know? So what is a quintessentially Swedish thing? Like, what do we need to have on here? We can't ask Yol because he's not here right now. So we have to figure it out for ourselves. IKEA? I agree. Apparently the IKEA logo is a yellow circle with blue text. No, you don't need to know where I fucking live. IKEA. What? Why are you even asking that? Okay. So then we go. I googled. Oh, wait. Some IKEA, oh, right. There is like it goes either way. The IKEA symbol is bisexual. It goes either way. It can either be yellow with a blue background or blue with the yellow background. Looks like we've made this area too small, so I'm just going to cover it all in, and I'm just going to make the IKEA logo button yellow, because that'll take significantly less time to try and work out in case if I screw it up. Mike and Ike? It's quiet today on stream. Something up? It's Friday. Suppose so. You stream during my work hours. I think that's the case for a lot of people. But I like to work when my wife is at work, and then I can hang out with her. But right now, she's not around, so that means that that's not as much of an issue as usual. For better or worse. Pretty much for worse. Okay. Man. I think I want to... All right. I don't know. It'll work from a distance. Why am I doing this? Why am I making the Mike and Ike logo on the Swedish flag? I don't remember why I'm starting this. Fuck. Good enough. I mean, at a distance, you're not going to be able to see a lot of this, so it's fine. I need to understand and accept that as part of this creative process as well. Is that some of this you're just never going to be able to see because it's just too small. Which means that I should probably thicken the lines on the M as well. I work from home. I was gonna say, you show up for a lot of my streams. So I was like, yeah, okay. Nice. People were asking for more kit bashing streams. I think it was just one guy. But might be worth doing. I need to work on my Lord Discordant some. I played some Warhammer today. The guy I was playing against like had low-key cheated against me once because I was like, can your Banshees, can they advance a charge? And he was like, no. Do they have any weird heroic interventions? No. Okay, cool. So I'm going to put my guys here because they're safe because your guys only move like 7-8 inches or whatever. That's fine, you know? And then I'm like, okay, so you can only move 8. You can only charge things that are within 12 inches of that. So if I put my guys at 20.1 inches away, you can't charge me. And he goes, yeah. And then on his turn, he's like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and advance these guys. I'm like, all right, so that way you can stage for next turn, right? He's like, no, I'm going to charge him this turn. I'm like, well, you can't advance the charge. And he's like, no, I can. And I'm like, well, I asked if you could, and you said no. He's like, oh, well, there's just a misunderstanding. And I'm like, no. That's just lying. Because I asked, and then you said no. And I realized that it was that guy when I started playing him today. I'm like, I've played this guy before. So I'm always courteous, you know. I'm like, oh, hey, it's been a long time. Long time no see. How you doing? It's like, oh, I'm doing good. I'm like, okay. Is that cheating? Generally speaking, if I go, hey, can you do such and such? And you go, no. And then you do that, that's cheating. In most games. Is that guy an adult? He sounds like it. It's kind of at that level where it's just sort of like Warhammer's a complex enough game that you just sort of like trust your opponent to not lie to you. Because it's just like most people don't have an encyclopedic knowledge of every single faction. There's like a lot of them. So like generally speaking, it's considered polite to just like be straight up. Like when I play my orcs, I go, okay, hey, most of the time I can advance and charge. However, if I call the WOG in the command phase for a turn, my whole army can basically advance and charge. And they go, oh, okay. And then they make preparations to, like, you know, deal with that. And sometimes that's to your advantage. You go, hey, I can do this, you know? And they go, oh, okay, well, I should defend against that. And that thing that you told them you can do, that's true. It's just fucking stupid as shit. You shouldn't do that. It's a bad idea. But I'll tell my opponent, I'll be straight up, you know? If he's like, can you shoot at me? Like, from this angle with that guy? And I'm like, well, he only has the shittiest pistol in the world. But yeah, I can. Or no, you know, I think he got me. I don't think I can get an angle on that guy. I don't think I can shoot him. And he's like, good. It's like, all right. As long as you're happy. Generally speaking, the idea is to be gentlemanly. Like, a competitive player doesn't need to have, like, just more game knowledge than their opponent. You know? Like, ideally, you just straight up tell someone what you can and cannot do, and you work within those rules. So I don't know, it just wasn't feeling good either, and I'm like, you know what, fuck this, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to deal with this guy. So it's just like, you know what, I don't think I can do anything to you, so I think I should call it here. And he's like, really? And I'm like, yeah, let's just call it here, because I don't think I can win. It's like, oh, okay. Which is true. I just didn't want to like waste my time on Earth playing a game against him. Yeah, I think for most board games is generally like, especially when there's like an imbalance of knowledge, you just are honest with your opponent. Except for in the cases where like you're legitimately encouraged not to be. Like there's an Alpha Legion stratagem where, so when you play the game, you pick 3 secondaries, and one of their stratagems is like, don't reveal your secondary until you score points on it, which can fuck with your opponent's head because they go, well, what could they possibly be doing? No, they seem like they're trying to get behind me. Maybe they're trying to get behind enemy lines, you know? Like, that's fine, but like you tell them you can do that, you know? The new edition is looking really solid, though. It looks like it's going to be simplified. They're taking out the psychic phase entirely, which is weird as shit. But that's fine. Should be okay. It should mean less like wombo combos. And I kind of like the wombo combos. But that's okay too. If it makes it so that way the game is like more balanced and less bullshit, that's probably for the best. Even if it makes me sad. I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely a game where like there's some gentlemanly agreement, especially when you're playing like IRL. It's like someone might knock the table, or like I was playing once and someone's kid just ran up and picked up a model, and it's like you got to know exactly how far from another model like the measurement is. Like if a gun is 24-inch range, is your guy within 24 inches or not, you know? And if the kid picks up the piece and then moves it, where was it? When you come in from deep strike, you have to be, generally speaking, 9 inches away. You go, hey, I'm going to put this guy 9 inches away, 9.1 inches away. So 9 inches away, you know, because it has to be more than 9. So 9.1 is more than 9. And like, you don't actually measure that out. You measure like approximately 9. You put them down there. And then you go, that's where he is. He's 9.1 inches away. And then later, when you try and measure a range, you go, okay, well, yeah, he came in from deep strike, so he's got to be 9 inches away. 9.1 inches away. So if you have a gun that's 9 inches, then you can't shoot it because it's more than 9 inches away, because it'd have to be. Like, these are just things you do in order to make the game fucking run like a normal fucking game. And you make these gentlemanly agreements just for the smoothness of the game. I'm talking about something that no one cares about. Fuck it. I don't know what else to talk about right now. So I'm talking about Warhammer. Anyway, I'm excited about the new edition. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be exciting. It should be a lot easier to understand. They're taking out a lot of the weird janky shit. Seems like it should be played on a pegboard or like a grid or something. Agreed. Less jank and just simpler rules. Like the fact that they're going back to universal special rules is so big, and I don't know why they would ever go away from that. Let me explain. My Terminators have an ability called Warp Strike, right? This allows them to set up anywhere on the board 9 inches away from an opponent on turns 2 onwards. Okay? Similarly, Space Marines have the Teleportarium, which allows them to set up their models just outside of 9 inches of enemy models on turn 2 or more. You'll notice this is the exact same fucking thing, but they're called different things, which means that when you're glossing over your opponent's rules, you're looking at their data sheet and you're like, what does this do? And you see like Warp Strike. Maybe that's like them attacking something. Who knows what that ability does? You haven't seen it before. Orcs have the same thing. Almost every faction does. So what they're doing in 9th edition is instead of having like, you know, that, they'll just have a general keyword called Deep Strike that does exactly that. So you look at your opponent's data sheet and it says Deep Strike on it, and you're like, ah, okay, he can do that thing. And then you know exactly what that model, that unit can do. Like, and obviously that one's like less important than other ones, but it's still just like, holy shit, you can just understand what someone else is doing. standardizing it. There's also, you know, like, they're changing the way that weapon skill and ballistic skill work. Instead of having it be like, okay, so you have a weapon skill, like, again, my Terminators have a weapon skill of 3, okay? But they can take, like, big old power fists, right? But it fucks up their aim. So they get a -1 to hit. So when you roll a dice to hit, you need to roll, actually, instead of, like, your regular thing, you need to subtract 1 from whatever the number is on that dice. So instead of hitting on a, you know, a 3 like you would have to roll a 4 because 4 minus 1 is a 3. So 4 minimum to be able to hit, right? Instead, they're changing it so that way it says on the individual weapons. So, you know, right now you can have accursed weapons and they don't have any penalty to hit. So you can put those on, you know, Terminators as well. They're not as good, but, you know, they're cheaper. So you put them on anyway. And it'll just say that has a, you know, weapon skill of a 3. You need to roll a 3 to hit. And then on the Chain Fist guy, it'll say weapon skill of 4 on that weapon. And it's just like, that's exactly the same fucking shit. It's just like so much easier to fucking understand. You know what I mean? Rather than being like, all right, well, -1, but +2, and then like you can only get a maximum of a +1, but then I'm getting another minus over here. So effectively, I'm getting 2 +1s and 2 -1s. So I guess I'm getting a plus nothing in effect. And it's like, okay. I don't know why I made this. You like Sweden? Oh. So this is Mike and IKEA. I've gazed into the abyss and I never want to gaze into it again. You don't like it? Okay. What about you? You want this? Do I need any fun facts about orc rocks? Yeah, orcs decided that it was a really smart idea to just, like, put rocket thrusters on asteroids and just jam them at things. Check it out. Did the artist sneeze or something? It's Mike and IKEA. Yeah. Start streaming in a Valley Girl accent? You think that would work? Oh my god! Someone buy my fucking art? Oh my god. But $1,000? What? Thanks. Bye. Would I do an entire stream with just a Valley Girl accent? I don't... It'd be so fucking annoying. You know that? Alright. I bought more tools. What do you think of it now? Wow. Wow. Okay. Would you fuck with your OG Warhammer at all? I don't want to have another thing like to spend money on. I already spent too much money on plastic figurines. I don't need another plastic figurine thing. Yeah? Who goes there? Me. A visitor, please present your ticket. It's an older ticket, but it checks out. Welcome back to the Museum of Masters. What, Abby? What? Okay. Abby. Abigail. Okay. Hi. What do you want? Is there an available slot? It's only available for a few. Are you sure? If you show me something, I'd want it to be awesome. What are your expectations? The best of the best. Yeah. Your soul should be reflected in this piece of art. It should breathe blood, sweat, and tears. It does. Then show me. How about this guy? A very nice painting. Worth about... Oh, did you really think I would just accept any drawing just because it was liked by a man with a struggling art supply shop? Laughable. Now, if you don't mind, I have a museum to curate. Wait, did you just look me in the eyes? No, I didn't. Okay. But you have reproductions of, like, just whatever? Am I allowed to set up a easel? Well, hold up. Can I do that? No, you can't do any of these things here. Yeah, I mean, it's like the most popular paintings of all time. Yeah, the curation is awful. There's no, like, setting on, like, what is good and what is not. Hey. Master P, our new superstar. Tell me, did you love your painting? No. That's... What? He didn't? So sorry. I don't know how to help you anymore. I'm just a simple shopkeeper. What do I know about realizing dreams? Who am I fooling? Unless what? Might be a foolish idea, but no, we shouldn't. What? Okay. This can go real sideways, but this could be your only chance. There's this lady up at the Hillcrest called Adrian. She runs an exclusive art shop. She knows everyone important in the art community and is quite influential. Get her to like you, and she could get you into the museum. Why is that foolish? It's a long story. Some old grudge between her grandma and my grandpa from a long time ago. I've always had this feeling that she's up to something. Be careful. No, I have. It's been 5 seconds. I hate it when people do that. They go, hey, have you done such and such? And it's like, you literally have been watching me for the entire time. So no. Hi. Out of our element, are we? You have an art shop? I see that the finest art supplies made their way into the most delicate artists' hands. So my family has done for centuries, even before I left our homeland in Pennsylvania. Oh. Of course it's called Pennsylvania. Another contender for the final slot in the museum? Yes. It's not important right now. Before I even consider what you ask, you must prove you're up to snuff. Get an endorsement from my inner circle and you can discuss more. Chantilly, Charles, and of course, Lancecourt. Cheesy Draws, thank you for the raid. Charles is one of them, right? Who all? I would assume I need to sell a painting to this guy. Okay, you want the Pillars of Creation? Thank you. Elitist achievement unlocked. Cool. Can I, art shop? Alright, other people Lancourt and Chantelet, or whatever the fuck. What's over here? Anything? It's an entire mansion here? Chantel? Are you either of those people? You are Chantel. Currying some favors, are we? What is the chateau? I'm just your standard lover of art living in my humble chateau. Some call us elite, and well, they wouldn't be wrong. We keep most of our art collection in the museum. We want to get devalued by gawking eyes. My daughter won't speak to me. It brings me great shame and distress. Maybe you can help me out. Make my hyacinth return. She's been lost for too long. What's the expression? A favor for a favor? I'm arranging a concerto here at my estate. I shall perform Brahms' violin concerto in D major. It's Hyacinth's favorite growing up. We even had to build another concert hall just for her. But first, preparations are in order, and a great violinist have spectacular headwear. Make a hat into something Hyacinth would adore. Her favorite color has always been blue. All right, sure. So let's start off with the basic easy thing. Let's do blue. You know what? Just yeah, this is definitely the tool you want to use. We're going to do some stuff to it in a minute, but I just want to make sure that it at least has blue on it, because that's always going to be a requirement. Kind of feels sad that I couldn't use that as my final painting, but I mean, I guess I could have waited and given it back to him and told him like, oh no, it's a new one or whatever, but it's fine. I mean, I got paid for it, and I got paid a decent amount of money. I should be able to buy everything that's left. All right. So now that we got that done, I'm thinking we go something kind of simple, like, that's not quite right. Yeah, I think I can make that look good. Oh, that's not the right blue. It's this one, right? Yeah, it's this one. Do you like the stripes? I don't know if I'm vibing with them. Let's try that again. Try something else. Edge highlights, maybe? Maybe a little like flower or something? Let's try edge highlights. Oh, I'm doing so good at just doing the edge of the thing and not everywhere. Look at me go. I've done it. Amazing. Great. And it kind of just looks like a sweat stain, I'll be honest. Like if you've ever had a hat for a while, you'll get that sweat stain right at the brim. It's usually not in that spot. How about stars and galaxies? Ooh, that's pretty nice. We can like maybe back it down a bit and have that. Yeah, let's try doing a sprinkle brush and do like and I kind of like the edge highlight on it as well, especially if we can like back it down afterwards. So let's do that again. So now it kind of like pops a bit more. And then I think we want to go back to the sprinkles. And then I think I want to go like a darker blue. And we're gonna like add some shadows. I know they already exist, but we can add more just to really like make the thing pop. And then we can kind of get under the... Anon, thank you for the gift sub. That's very kind of you. Yeah, I think the stars thing is a really cute idea. Thank you to whoever recommended that. Yeah, let's put a little like moon on it or something. Where though? Do we do whole moon or half moon or like maybe a flower instead? Under the brim, put a little moon. Half moon under the brim. Who knows how we got onto this side? There's some weird issue with the way that it does angles or something, I think. And then I think I want to like go... Yeah, okay, hold up. I'm gonna do... Okay, and then we're gonna go just like a little bit darker on the bottom side of the hat. All right, do we do anything on this side? No. Okay. And then now we can add the stars. All right, and then where's the bow? So the bow would be in the back. So I'm thinking we put it on like the side over here. Or maybe over here, we got a little room there. So I'm just gonna, with this tool, kind of... Shit, right, because we use the... I think with like... Oh, I'm dumb. What the fuck? That's really weird. Yeah, there's something like there's some weird collision there or something with it. That's a pretty hat. Yeah, it's like a texture edge or something. Something to do with the way that they programmed the thing to be. And then you know what we could do? We could actually add a little bit of... No, that's kind of... Let's back it down just a bit. All right, what do you think of this? What a lovely hat you've made. You're a true artist. Hyacinth will be in awe of such a lovely hat. Anyways, the violin in focus, we need to make sure it's a real centerpiece. Take this violin that I'll be using and make sure to make a powerful artistic statement. Details should make something that Hyacinth will gaze in awe. All right, sure. So we know that Hyacinth likes blue, so let's start with the blue violin. How much of the violin can we paint? We can't do the headstock? When painting a violin, mess with it. This is not the way to paint an instrument at all. This would fuck it up something fierce. I've absolutely ruined this instrument now, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it seems like I can't get to the neck, so we just have to deal with the fact that the neck is going to be, like, brown. All right. It looks very flat right now. So that just makes a very, like, clean line. What about this? No, that looks weird. I kind of want to keep it in theme with the other one, so... Yeah, I want to add like a faux wood grain, but I'm trying to find the right tool for that. And it might be like a... I think we need to go to our studio and pick up some of our tools because we don't have the right one with us. That's the issue. All right, I'll be right back. I have an electric and a regular violin. I have not touched either of them in years. Is wood grain important for the sound? The wood is, you know, when an instrument makes sound, it's making sound by, you know, reverberating off of the walls of the thing that you're, you know, making the sound in, right? So if you have, like, I don't know, if you hit a tin can, it's going to make a tinny sound, whereas if you hit a wood box, it's going to make a wood box sound, right? The natural, like, conclusion then is if you want very specific sounds, you have to make them out of very specific things. And paint is going to, like, change that sound. For instance, if you use acrylic paint, that's plastic. So it's going to have a plastic sound on top of whatever sound. So it's going to change the way that it vibrates in a way that sucks ass. How much would it actually affect it? I don't know. But, like, people are really hardcore about, like, just, like, what wood a thing is made out of. Like, you know, especially, like, the harder to get ones, like rosewood and stuff like that now because of, like, deforestation and, you know, attempting to not fuck the environment totally. Has made that kind of instrument a lot harder to get a hold of. But they have a very specific, cool sound. The idea of making an instrument is pretty mind-boggling. Craftsmen are nuts. They are, yeah, they are. But I'm glad they exist. I'm glad someone figured this shit out, you know? I'm glad it wasn't me. Okay, let's see if I can do the thing. And then, let's do the top as well, yeah. All right, now I'm going to add just a little bit of a lighter blue, or like a different color blue, so that way it's got like multiple tones going. Yeah, I mean, with electric instruments, you don't have to worry as much about that kind of stuff because, like, usually it's the pickup that matters. The pickup that I made sounds very twangy because of the way that it's constructed and how it hooks onto the guitar with the skill and grace of someone who is doing it very DIY punk in that it's it sucks. I taped it with like packing tape, but you know, does the job. All right, now how much do I like this color? I think I like this. Sucks just means iconic sound if you're familiar or famous enough. True. Man, I wish I could zoom in. Like on the piece. What is this? Okay, that's not what I want. Edge highlight again? Because this edge is beveled on an actual violin. And then I have the split in the wood on here, so that way we can have just one side be a slightly darker color, and then it lightens up just a bit. Or it goes kind of dark and then it goes lighter. Oh, this is the, yeah, it's because I'm using the wrong color. Okay. It's like, why is this so wrong? It's because it's the wrong color and I'm an idiot. All right. I think I should probably just repaint the wood texture on the back here. Get like the shading and the gradients first, then do the wood texture. So we're just going to do that. And it just looks like a blue violin, so there's not like a whole lot going on there, but we can add some like details and stuff later to make it like look like I just painted a very thin blue veneer on top of the wood grain. All right, and then we're gonna spray paint a regular blue, and we're just gonna go. Okay. Cool. So now we have a blue violin that looks like it's got, you know, some depth and some edges to it. How do we decorate it from here? I think we want to add like the stars and stuff like that to this. Oh, hold up. One last thing. Yeah, add the texturing and the shadows that this game doesn't. All right, and then now we add the white sprinkles. It also occurs to me that we have not pleased the Swede yet, so we have to go back to him in a minute. Moon. Just clean up the moon just a little bit. Perfect. I say that while lying to myself. I mean, I'm not going to see any of this detail. Ah, that's good enough. Hopefully it looks good when she's actually playing it. Hey, do you have any needs or wants in this world? Not so fast. I need to see your potential. Someone damaged, may have done some accidental damage to one of Chantel's paintings. Who? Who? What? Why? All boring questions. Real question is, how can you fix it? Believe it got in the way of some flying yogurt. You know, these things happen. Luckily, I managed to escort it out safely without her noticing. Perhaps you could restore it? I mean, I don't want the person who damaged it to lose his or her face. Here's the painting. I trust you'll handle it discreetly. Sure. Let me... Oh god, it fucking sucks. Yogurt? Did you come on this? Oh. Hmm. That's a weird thing to do. Jerk off onto a canvas. Especially like cubist art like this. Like, why? I need to not fundamentally change the piece, but I think I can do that. Art restoration is really not my thing, but I attempted to do some color matching, and it looks awful. I am, however, going to add some glasses. And a little handlebar mustache, like so. So I feel like it needs it. All right, cool, good. All right, hey, check it out. Yeah, here it is. Close enough. I'm sure she won't bat an eye. You're not too shabby. If you can help me with a few more, I shall do your endorsement. A friend of mine really enjoyed this painting, while simultaneously enjoying his meat. As the story goes, his meat needed some more lube, and, well, a tiny lube accident occurred. You know the drill, fix the painting. Oh, it's Pollock. I mean, just like a real Pollock, I don't know if I'm looking at it right side up or wrong side down, and I can't actually tell what damage happened. Pollock, for those of you that don't do art stuff, I guess I should explain. Sucks fucking cock. Like, I think it's this darker red here. Yeah, let's just do some like lines to kind of work in the ketchup stains, so that way it doesn't look like, and just like, I want you to imagine how my arm is moving while I'm doing this, because that's the point of Pollock's work, is less about you know, skill or talent, but mainly just pretend like he's dancing throughout the piece, you know? This is a recording of movement, not a painting. The art is the movement involved here. The man, this fucking sucks. I believe he beat his wife. I don't think he was a good guy. No. I don't know. Did I do it? I think. I just realized I have no idea what this type of art is supposed to look like, which surely means she can't tell the difference either. Very well. Last one, I promise. How this last painting got damaged is quite a mystery. Someone seems to have mistaken this painting for a coaster. Such a shame. It's one of Chantel's most important, precious ones. Restore it. All right, fine. What do you got? Fucking really? Okay. Fuck. There's no delete tool. There's no going back. Once you do a thing, you have to kind of roll with it. Okay, like, what if I do the roller, but I do it really small? Does that act like a paintbrush? No, not really. Hey, what the fuck do you want me to do with this, man? she's going through an emo phase now. So we'll just do that thing where there's some hair over one eye. And that'll make fixing this a lot easier. Can I use actual art theory to, like, get... Not really, no. Great. Yeah, just casually restore the Mona Lisa. Okay. Oh, shit. It's so wrong. You know what? Fuck it. No one cares. Oh, this is bad. Let's just go real fucking weird with it. I don't know. What's he gonna say? So now she's glowing because she's going Super Saiyan? Just Super Saiyan 1. She's not Goku. You know, she's not gonna go that fucking hard, but she will go a little bit hard. This is awful. Make more like it. Yeah, there's feel a bit restricted by the tools here. I don't think that I'm fixing this one. Yeah, she's just emo. That's why it's got like the one hair or the one thing of hair over her eyes. And then yeah. Cool, yeah. This, what do you think? Let's see. Close enough. I hope she won't notice. It's not really identical to the original. You know what? You're a pretty fantastic person and artist. You have my endorsement. Huzzah. All right. There's no way to run in this game, is there? I should have gone for like the spider bites and shit, but oh well. Hello. I have a violin for you. Yes. Splendid. Extraordinary. This is a magnificent focal point for the concerto. I can't wait to see Hyacinth's jaw drop as I perform. Now, for the final touch. Our red carpet isn't red. Any honored guest must arrive on a red carpet. Oh, I see. All right. Put a jizz stain on the carpet. I can't. Put a police outline? I could do a police outline. I don't have my jizz tool, else I would. Yeah, so we're just gonna make like a police outline. Dead body. Need like a darker red. That's a brighter red. What the fuck? Alright, fine, fine. Oh god, that's so not the right color for a red carpet, but you know what? I don't care. Usually dries brown. Yeah, but like not the browns that I've got. So I was gonna go for like a fresher bloodstain, but like I don't know. We'll see what I can come up with as far as that goes. Is this red enough? Probably not. How about this? That's like magenta almost. The corpse shat itself. We could do that. Okay. Fuck. What? What the boy? What? What, baby girl? What? You two are babies. I won't stand for it. I'm not gonna let you just bully me here and tell me what to do. You are a baby. He shot himself a bit, and let's say it was like a head wound. Shit yourself as you die. Perfect. Oh, that's so good. It looks like someone shat themselves and died. Awesome. All right, there you go. What do you think? We're getting close. I can see her walking on the carpet already. Marvelous. Everything is set and the invitations have been sent out. Make sure they invite all her new friends as well. They should arrive any minute. In the meantime, let's get a concerto started. Her violin looks really solid, I'll be honest. It like almost like glitters. Here she comes, my dear Hyacinth. Where are your friends? Another juvenile outburst? I thought we were past this. Oh, dear Hyacinth, why do you have to be so dramatic? Oh, she changed her name. Her name is Synth. It's just Synth. Oh, my dear Hyacinth. She's breaking all connection with me. I'm not feeling too well. Did I eat too many oysters? No, I don't feel like this is feeling well at all. I don't want her to go. I want her back, but the more I try, the further apart we grow. I guess I'll just have to regroup and try harder some other time. You? It's probably your violin that failed to impress. You remain loyal. As a woman of honor, I have to endorse that. All right, thanks. Have a good time with your blood carpet. I figured it was one of the punks. Did I buy the last tool, by the way? What was the name of the last dude? Lansor. And it's probably this guy down here. Yeah, it's gotta be him. Knew it. What do you need, my dude? Endorsement. Oh, brave knight of the arts. I stand here with excitement. I have, by my own unwavering study of Master Shakespeare, fustily writing, uncovered a treasure. Oh, treasure beyond proportions. A lost screenplay that has yet to grace the immortal soil. I know it to be authentic. Cool. This play must be performed. It must be made to grace everyone. Who, of course, is paying member of the Stratford Secret Society founded by yours truly. The pristine 11 of us shall attend the premiere. And if it is to be true, you seek to my illustrious endorsement, then you must aid me. For the first act, a forest must be had. Notice the backdrop on the over yonder stage. Make it a verdant perimeter, lush and mystical. A task you most find simple, don't you find? Okay, I'm actually gonna go piss and then we'll come back to this. So give me like a minute and we'll be right back. I just got back. Why is a man must never cock block another man unless he's trying to fuck your mom? Right. That Valhalla? Also, thank you for the raid, GG Mars. I got some apple juice and some water, and I had a piss. Let's go back to the game. We are currently playing Passpartout. It's a art game. This guy wants me to make a backdrop for his Shakespearean epic that he was able to find. So, if that's the case, we want to have the biggest fucking brush we can. And we're just going to make the background blue. We'll fix those bushes in a second. It's fine. This is not the right blue at all, but it's like a blue, and that's good enough. It is a good raid message. Thank you for raid. I hope you had a good stream. The sun better have a fucking smiley face. I wasn't really planning on painting the sun, but if I must, then I will. Is this shade of blue legal? No. But, you know, if that's gonna stop you, then you're fucked. What is this supposed to be? A forest? Like, just any forest or like a clearing in the forest? Like, what are we going for here? Just a forest. Okay, fine, fine. Which play are we doing? He says he's got a secret one that no one's seen before, which is amazing and probably shit. How many trees is a forest? Is there actually like a line on that? Like, how many trees does it take to make a forest? There we go. Forgot to add clouds, so there's one. How long is a piece of string? About 6 inches, depending. These people don't even pay you. I know. So I'm putting way too much work into these. And I realize this. But, you know. I'm literally getting paid in exposure in this game. I fucking hate that you just said that because you're right. They really don't deserve the work that I give them, but it is what it is. It is what it is. This is the life of an artist. You have to do random shit for stupid people. Someone the other day messaged me on Tumblr and they're like, what if someone just came up to you and told you to make them a sandwich for art? I'm like, that's commission work for sure. All right, so I could probably turn this in and he'd be happy as a fucking clam, but I'm better than that. So we're going to keep going for a minute. I just want to, like, you know, get the basic details down that, like, we really don't need to, like, put that much effort into. The idea of backdrops for plays is that it just has to give the vibe of forest or whatever, right? Like, it doesn't actually have to look like a forest. You just have to have foresty vibes. But that being said, sun's coming from up here, I guess. There's already a sun that he's put up there, so we just add in a little bit of, like, shading on this side of the tree to kind of give it that vibe, like that there is a side of the tree. I can't paint the columns. I can paint the bushes and I can paint the background, but that's about it. He might tell me to paint them later, or there might be more scenes. We kind of just, like, use the flicky tool some with, like, some green. We can add, like, little pops of, like, color. Okay, this looks like dick. Will the audience care? I mean, this performance is gonna suck dick too, so I guess probably not. But, you know, just in case, I want it to, you know, I mean, I want to do my job good. Even if he can't do his job good, I will do my job to an excellent degree. The spray paint looks super cheap when used in this way, unfortunately. Oh, maybe these are rocks. Shit, these are rocks. What do you want to bet? This is a rock over here. I bet you a rock will be easier to do anyway. Or we could add some moss. I mean, that wouldn't be that hard to do. It's just like... And then we can add some, like, And then we can add some real, like, real fucking intense pops of, color. Of, like, you know... Then we just do a little bit of this action here. Until this kind of like all blends together. Oh, yeah. It needs like cracks and stuff. So maybe we like... Oh, that's not what I wanted at all. What if I do that? And then I add in like the gray. If you haven't done art before, know that a decent chunk of it is just experimenting with shit. So if you think an artist like has everything, I mean, some artists do. Some artists have everything planned out from the get-go. I am not built like that. I have a general plan going into it, but then like shit goes south and you got to make some adaptations. The stuff that you thought in your mind was going to look good, the color combinations don't work the way you thought. And then you're just like, well, shit, fuck the bed, I guess. But instead of fucking the bed, you know, or shitting it, you just, you know, roll with it. You come up with a solution to the problem rather than wallowing in self-pity or whatever. And that's one of the harder things about art is learning when you fucked up and you actually do need to like address it to some degree rather than just, you know, ignoring it. Because sometimes you can just ignore it and no one will ever notice. I've done that a couple times and people are like, oh, wow, this is an amazing piece. And I'm like, I disagree strongly with you, sire. But if you're willing to pay me for it, then sure. Apps to Mid was good, though. That one was a solid painting. That was a really good one. I don't usually do like hyper realistic stuff, but that was a good one. Egg was a solid one. I don't know. Again, check out my art website, colinmullen.com. I basically had like a handful of dreams in my life. One of them is to become an artist. One of them is to become a famous musician. One of them is to do streaming and comedy stuff. So, you know, kind of doing all of that now. I really like your painting, the self-portrait of a street medic. Yeah. I like that one too. That one I was being held to a very high standard, and I enjoyed having to meet that level. You know what I could do? I could actually just like... Ooh, that's some crazy thunder that we got going now. Ooh. Yeah, if that gets worse, I might have to stop. We had a fucking wild storm last... Any Austinites in chat? Y'all good? The Sotenbury one is really good. That one I got to, I gave to Natalie because they were interested. And Natalie did so much work for me as a mod that I'm not going to be like, yeah, pay me too. You know, I'm like, you want this? You can have it. Go for it. I should make sure that Luigi guy knows that he's got the same opportunity. Luigi guy, you here? I'm gonna take that as a no. I'll remind him later. You know what would really make this feel more stony rather than like just blocky mess? If I can put in a little bit of like dirty brown. And then we get that real sharp edge highlight like right here. Because that angle's real sharp, and then this angle's real sharp. And then we need just a little bit of a meld here. Doesn't look like I can get it quite right, so we're just gonna dirty it down and... The Things as a new YouTube poop out? That's awesome. Well, each guy is a good egg. You really should follow him. You should really give him that respect and love, because he's a fucking good dude. God, I fucking hate doing this project. This one sucks. I don't want to do this. Maybe I just stop, because, like, I hate it, but... Oh. So this is how you do grass IRL on paintings, is you get the base coat down, and then you use a fan brush. And if I gave a bit more of a shit, I would probably spend the time to actually make that work. But I don't really. I'm gonna fix this other rock now, because I can't see it as anything other than a rock. All right, and then we want to have... Actually, probably not that... Well, yeah, that angle's fine, but it'll get less of a highlight than this edge here. And then this edge is going to be like this, and they'll be just like... Yeah, it kind of goes like that. My rocks are a little too regular in shape, but that's okay. Again, this guy's play's probably gonna suck, so who cares? Let's get some brown just to give it a little bit more like color, some warmth to this just dull looking rock. I've gone too overboard with that. We're gonna have to back it down with the gray. Really now, Abby. Just one scream and then she leaves the room. Why so much white on the rocks? You know, sunlight, come, all that. Yeah, I think I need to back this one down about as much as I did the other one. Okay, and now we add in that edge highlight to just be like, hey, this angle's, you know, sharper. There's got a little bit of like, you know, we should probably have a little bit of highlight here. Hey, if you're hanging out with homie and it's one-on-one and you call it a date, is it gay? They do too? Are they calling it a date as well? It sounds like you're in a territory very close to gay. And that's okay. I have no context for what's going on in this story, and I could make a much better forest if I knew what kind I was trying to make. Trees are always been a bit of a bane for me. I don't quite know how to do them correctly. I find that they all kind of have the same, like, branches when I do them. And they're all, like, kind of the same height and all that. And it just looks irregular. Also, I spent a whole bunch of time talking about, like, the rule of odds in, I think, my last arcade. And then I'm putting down an even number of trees. I wish I could turn down the intensity of the spray can, too. But really, the only thing you could do there is just, like, tiny little clicks. And then go over it again. Yeah, the trees look fucked, but I mean, like, fuck it. I'm done with this. I don't want to do this project anymore. Yeah, it looks like ass. Enjoy. What do you think? Is it finished? Is it done? Sure. The castle walls. Sturdy stonework and a comfort or a prison. To be revealed on the outside, we're peering in and we find ourselves. What shall we seek inside? Draw a scene. What the fuck are you? Do you want to? What do you want? No. We stand before castle walls. Oh, okay. Castle walls. Well, I think we could just do stonework. Just do, like, the biggest... Where is it? Is it night? Sunset? Sunrise? Like, what are we doing? What do we get out of this? Endorsements so we can actually go and, you know, show our art off in the Hall of Masters. I guess. Literally exposure. We're working for exposure. Have you seen the current social, political war in New York of fighting for rats' rights? No, what? Is that gonna work? Can we get a different gray, maybe? No, it's kind of the same thing. I'm gonna look to my side, and if I see a boy, I'm gonna kiss him. The boy. Hi, I love you. Have some scritches instead of kisses. You like scritches. They appointed a rat czar. You know, like you do. We need some texture work. Just to kind of make it so that way each brick seems fairly different than the last. We need probably some like stains. They want someone like to be Doom Guy but with rats instead of bunnies, or instead of like what do you mean? There we go. Now we got that gross thing that happens on the bottom of walls where it's like weird. Castle wall. Oh, the grout they used was like kind of a white. Is that real? There was some inconsistency in the stone size and color palette. Huh, okay. Oh, we could go for this dingier one. I kind of like this dingier one because it involves considerably less work. So yeah, we're going to do this one instead. Okay. Are you team Czar or Czar? C-Z-A-R or T-Z-A-R? C. Okay. And then we go to this. Wait, did I pop out the wrong one? No, I got it. Okay, cool. All right, and then we go here. And so that means that we're going to have to like spray on some like kind of just dingy brown. I'm going to add some like black from up here. And we can add a little bit more here and there. We got to have some white streaking. Just kind of intermix. There'll be a brick that's like weirdly bright. And then you'll have like that real thick. Let's go thicker than that. Yeah, let's do the brickwork now, and then we can get some of the colors on it done later, and that should work. Hi, Abby. Hi. Are you baby? Wow. Okay. Good to know. Thank you for coming in and telling us. I'll make sure to relay the information to chat. My cat has come in and she is letting me know, to let you guys know, that she is a little baby girl. And she is a hunger. She's hungry. And she thinks it's time to be fed. She will have to wait an hour. I know she's not going to be happy with that, but, you know, I just thought you guys should know that she did indeed come in here to tell me, to tell you guys that she's a cute little baby. And hopefully that brings some value to your life. I was on the phone with some insurance agent yesterday, and Abby came in and she was just like, it's fucking like, Abby, what the fuck? Person I was talking to got a kick out of it, so I guess that's fine. Oh, if I use this tool, then I can get straight lines that have a little bit of fuzzle to them. Okay. Yeah, let's do a little bit of this. There we go. I figure there's basically two ways you can play this game. You can either play this game as like someone who actually gives a shit about trying to like do the assignment as instructed, or you can just fuck around and find out. And I feel like I've probably done the wrong choice from a Let's Play perspective of like actually giving a shit. But suck my nuts and choke on my cock. And let's see where that gets you, you know? I don't know. I'm just saying. Just finished a 5-hour meeting. Holy shit. I was telling them earlier, you know, I gave that one painting to Natalie, but if there's any painting of mine that you want, hit me up and I'll ship it to you. I mean, it has to exist still, but, you know, aside from that, let me know, man. I feel like I owe you one, so. The exceptions are the ones that have already been sold and the ones that Tilda is like, that one's mine. Have I drawn cocks yet? Yeah, who hasn't? Listen, if you're an artist and you don't draw your own porn from time to time, coward shit, weak shit, loser shit. You have studied the ability to draw a dick or a titty, and you're not gonna use any of that information to do that? Like, what are you doing? Also, I just realized I'm trying to do accurate bit work, and that's gonna take too long, so I need to probably, like... Let's just do some, like, you know, kind of lines that imply that that's happening, and probably just add some, like, harsh shadows in next to the bright colors, because that's what happens in reality. You gotta indulge yourself. Yeah, indulge your senses and your downstairs mix-up. Have some fun with life. I have a low libido, so I only draw a porn maybe once a year. I mean, I don't really draw my own porn anymore, because, like, I don't have time to do so. There's so much good porn. There's just a lot of good porn out there, man. So I guess I'm a coward by my own. Porn market, very big, very competitive. You could say the internet is for porn. You're right. You could indeed say that and even write a little song about that and sing it like you're a goddamn Muppet. Stonework has always been a little bit difficult for me as well. Why does God give his hardest challenges to his strongest soldiers? And why does he think that I'm one of them? I can only draw so many titty, so many cock. Imagine looking at porn, right? Who does that? Me, I do that. If you don't look at porn sometimes, I find that some people are asexual, my dude. Also, some people have issues with the porn industry. Also, some people are cowards, and you're right. I keep trying to do like blue shadows instead of black ones, but this game is not that. We don't need to go there. Some people have no privacy, and some people just want to bang it out to, like, I don't know, Blender or Falco fucking a building or whatever. Some people have weird porn. Like, there's a certain level of, like, you can get so into a certain weird subgenre of porn that basically you can get off to something that is not in any way sexual. And you, my friend, are a freak because you can be looking at porn in broad fucking daylight and no one will goddamn know. You know what I mean? I'm talking about those people who have, like, foot fetishes and shit like that. Like, no one will know. You just look at some feet and it's just like, yeah, I'm trying to find some shoes for my wife or something. So you're looking at flip-flops. You're like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. These projects are so fucking big. Yeah, I think I'm going to go more cobblestoney with this rather than the brickwork that I was originally intending on doing. Because just, it's not going to take as long. Doesn't need that much highlight, but I'm going to give excessive highlights to make it seem like I'm doing the right thing. You know, it'd be kind of fucking banger. I'm gonna have to do it, aren't I? Let's put some shitty rocks out. All right. Hmm. All right. I saw some article saying that Spy X Family is a fertility campaign. Well, what? Yeah, this is gonna look like whatever, but again, hi again. What's up, my boy? The boy is here, and he says it's time to feed him, and it's not. You have 30 minutes, my boy. I love you, Katie. I see. That's a very cute answer to that question, but it wasn't very much of a question, if I'll be honest with you. But good answer, good answer. It's not boy time. It's like too early for boy, or it's too late for boy time. Boy time is like first thing in the morning. We can add some more like orange over here where it's just like, how did it catch that angle? He doesn't want extra boy time. He wants food. Do we have like a really bright yellow? Not any brighter than what we got. All right. What about this? Is this brighter? Where's that cadmium yet? We not here. Didn't bring that color, I guess. By the way, this thing that I'm working so hard on here is going to be on screen for about 5 seconds, I'm sure. And he's going to say some shitty-ass Shakespeare-esque lines in front of it. We're going to just have to run with that. The laziness is starting to come in. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. It's good enough for a school play. And that's basically what we're going to be dealing with, so go ahead. Yeah, enjoy this shit. The fire's pretty... Oh, well, that was weird. My fair lady, let me kiss... Oh, you again. Are you finished? Sure. You captured the very essence of a Shakespearean castle. Thanks. Do you sense it? The clattering of men, the men at arms, guarding above, looming. But last and certainly not least, rehearsal is only a way to master the play. And I have a key part for you to play as master of scenery. Your task is of prestige and importance. When you hear me speak the name Grizoupdel, then and only then should you change the scenery. Got it. Most wondrous. Man the lever, and we shall prepare for the act. Art thou ready? Yes. Now then, break a leg. 'Tis I, the Knight of the Holy Seven, who crosseth through the dark forest and dreadful on mine path to the palmy castle of Gruz held to death. Luskindel. Okay. Luskindel. I wilt this quest to make its master proud with bravery won. So I may conquer the fine heart of the mistress Gerhalzpindel. Now? I lay my eyes upon the plain. I see the palmy castle of Grizundadel, Shire of Grizundahaldadil. The mistress is laying a trap, oh, thither. How might it do fill in my arms? I do feel it in mine toes. For the love is round me wherever I wend. But we do not with nigh hide. The right opportunity wilt emerge, and at the hour, the time cometh to save mine life from Grehazubindel. Then shall we seek refuge in yonder dark forest with the patience be mine, wondrous cousin. And applause, standing ovations, bows, lights. Was it good? Sure. A most wondrous review. Naturally, you won't receive a ticket for the premiere, but I am a man of my word. I shall give you my endorsement. I see your scene is all set and endorsements are met. Send my regards to Adriana. You ought to meet her before she bores of you. I think the rocks turned out good. The other, the grass looks bad, and then I'm not super in love with the rocks on the second one. The castle walls are okay. I definitely kind of just like, dude, whatever. Like, kind of phoned in those last two. You got their endorsement, well done. Well, you're in luck. I just have the opportunity for you. I have a friend visiting, a marvelous man of dignity, one of the finest art critics in this part of the world. I could have him take a look at one of your artworks. A review from him would surely make the curator intrigued. Now that you've managed to bring attention to that sucker Benjamin and his mediocre wares, all I ask of you is a small favor. I need you to endorse me and start using my tools exclusively. Of course, I'll replace all the items you got with my superior ones. What do you say? No? Oh, but we're getting along so well. Well, my offer still stands when you change your mind. Oh, we're at the, like, I have to sell out portion of my, career. I'm kind of glad that the curtain's up. those were not very good, and I feel ashamed that I've made them. Oh, hey. How you doing? What you want? I'm gonna ask my buddy old friend what he thinks of all that. He's working on his painting in the meantime. I've heard some gossip around town that Adrienne is looking for you. Adrienne, maybe you should at least listen to what she has to say. I mean, if she can get you into the museum, that would be great, right? For the cost of selling you out, though. I mean, I guess I can't progress the plot otherwise, so... Where even is Banky? Is he down by the beach or something? How's it going? That's cool. Are you trying to butter me up? The queen doesn't like butter. Grandpa always says you'll be a fantastic artist, blah, blah, blah. He wants another boring drawing from me. Third this week. Third. I've started drawing, but I don't feel like finishing it. Could you finish my drawing? You know, just make it like I made it. Show it to me when you're done. What do you think? The queen likes. It's very nice. Are we friends? Let's see. You're a friend now, but I'll need you to do one more thing because that's what friends are for. Taking this drawing to Grandpa Gerald. I'm stuck in my castle, you see. He rewards me to show talent. I hope he gives me a new shovel this time. Where is... There he is. Oh, it's a drawing. I really hope that she learned a lot from my lectures about the history of art and the techniques of Monet. Here you go. Color choices are childish. Oh well. She'll only need to practice more. She's only 5. She'll get there soon enough. I want to encourage her to keep her trying. Deliver her this gift. My knees are weak. Okay, bye. Yeah, he did. Here's a gift. Give it to me. This time it has to be a shovel. It has to be. More drawing paper. My name is the Queen of Sand, not the Queen of Papers. You can have them. Friends give each other stuff, right? Bye. Okay, bye. Fuck you. Where's Banky? Banky, where you at, my motherfucker? Punks are cool. Graffiti? Punks? Origin. Okay, bye. Okay, well, I can't do anything. Wait, what was that flag? Chad Mermaid? I had to get, like, what everyone wanted. I have to only use her stuff. That's very sad. But it is what it is. Yeah, I know, right, Abby? Hi. Hi. You're back. All right, deal. You're back. What do you want? I guess. Here are the tools as I promised. Remember, none of that Benjamin stuff. All I need from you now is a true masterpiece. Make sure you really take your time with this one. This is your opportunity to get everything you ever wanted, your well-deserved place amongst the masters. Your masterpiece cannot be drawn on any canvas. Instead, use my master canvas. Now take your time and make that masterpiece. I eagerly await the results. Goodbye. I'm going to go down to my studio and do this so we have access to all my tools easily. I'm following my dreams, but at what cost? I at least want to let him know what's happening. I'm not sure why, but people seem to be preferring her tools these days. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Benjamin's been my bro this whole time. And we have to sell him out in order to do this thing. Well, she didn't give me any new tools. Can you decipher what the fuck cowl tools are? I think that was a joke, honestly. I don't think it's a real thing. All right, so like, what if fucking I don't know, like what was the question? How does this game work? I just tuned in. How does it determine the quality of the painting? It's usually like they have requirements on like color and tools maybe, or you know, stuff like that as a way to just kind of it's a little janky. Have you seen that meme where people are just now understanding how mirrors work? Where they put like a thing on the other side of a piece of paper and then you can see its reflection in the painting or in the mirror, and they're like, what the fuck? How does it see the thing? It can't. Mirrors are fucking crazy, man. It's just like, do you not understand how reflections work, my bitch? I don't really want to spend as much time on this one, so I'm kind of phone this one in a bit. I hope that's all right with everyone. If it's not, suck my cock. Have you ever seen your reflection disappear in a mirror before? Oh, okay. should probably check my phone to see if I've got any messages. I haven't been doing that. Am I gonna get in trouble for doing so? There was a text I missed. It wasn't an important one. Please tell me it wasn't. I might have to actually go and deal with that in a second here. If that's the case, we'll just get started on this painting and we'll finish it up next time or something. Oh, Abigail. You're such a baby. Yeah, you are. I remember someone getting really upset that the teacher didn't like the way that they did the reflections on water, because they're like, no, this is accurate. I did the reflections based on this tutorial I found on YouTube, and the fact that you don't like it just shows that you have a bias against me or some shit like that. And I'm like, those reflections don't reflect anything in the piece. Like, what? We can kind of get like the base painting down. Art is subjective. Yeah, serious clown energy shit right there. Like, I don't know. What should we do is like sun. Yeah, I mean, like, the class was about, like, you know, painting. And so, like, yeah, you would need to use, like, the techniques that the teacher was teaching to some degree. Why am I so frustrated right now? There's a just the painting isn't coming out the way I wanted to, and I'm dealing with trying to get some stuff done IRL that's more important. It's not a big deal, it's fine. Yeah, can you hear the little abble babble? We call her that because she says all sorts of things. Like, oh. Can we get, like, just a little bit of... Right, I can't just mix it. God damn it. I keep doing that, thinking I can, like, wet on wet mix, but I can't. So if I want, like, little glints of light like this, I actually have to, like, do this, then... and then go over with like the darker color kind of backwards of the way that I normally do art, because yeah, I mean it just looks like I've got glaucoma, like I or like an astigmatism or something. Like I can't, the sharpness of this tool is not really there. Could put it as like a boat. Have you ever stabbed a painting? Yeah, I actually have footage of me doing so. I mean, like... Gary's mod is wondering what he should do about the prevalent Nazi servers in Gmod. Yeah, the World War II roleplay servers. I don't know, man. What do you do about that? I mean, part of what you do is probably do exactly that. Just have a, like, what the fuck do I do, guys? So that way people know that you're not in on it. How does Nazi RP work? I mean, like any other RP except for you're a Nazi about it. And you play pretend like the Nazis actually achieved anything aside from being an asshole for, you know, a few years, then getting just absolutely ass blasted and losing the only war. You know, for a master race kind of thing, like the fact that they lost the one and only war they're involved in, like, I don't know. Maybe you're fucking wrong, jackass. Sorry. How is it different than Day of Defeat? Maybe they're doing concentration camps. You know? Maybe they're doing, you know, soldiers just chilling in the trenches or something. Maybe they're pretending that their father loves them. I don't know. I'm just like throwing ideas out there of things that they could possibly be doing in an RP setting like that. Nazi orgy? I mean, that's an option. Is Gary's mod free? Because if you got a VPN and some fucking time, I got an idea for you. Not since version like years ago. Okay. It's $10. Okay, so if you got like some money and some time, I got a fucking idea for you. And a VPN. You have to have a VPN as well. Oh yeah, no, I totally think it's worth $10. It's worth way more than that, but I'm just saying, like, we'll have to battle sometime. Your name is Phobos the Dreadhound. I have a feeling that you probably play Ultramarines or some other Marine. It's okay, baby boy. You're okay. Something like that? Yeah, hit me up anytime I'm like looking for a game on the tabletop sim server. 2 minutes, my boy. I'll probably stop once it's time to go feed them. So we'll just get started on this painting. I mean, like, if you look at the tiny version, it looks pretty okay. What faction do you play then? Or what sub-faction? You definitely play, like, Space Marines, is my guess. Cenobites? What? Wrong universe? I haven't played Warhammer with a group before, but it sounds fun. It's just a one-on-one game. Tabletop sim is probably the best way to try it out because you can do so for like $20 or so. And if it sucks and you hate it, then you know you don't spend all the time and money on it. Either that or play it with like cardboard pieces or something. I don't know. Don't spend money on it until it's actually something that you know you're gonna enjoy. Because it is expensive, and also don't buy directly from GW. You have tabletop sim? Well, there you go. Look for Warhammer mods and then go to Wahapedia. How do you spell that? W-A... Here, I'll just... I can't link it to you, but I can spell it at you. WAHAPEDIA.RU. That has all the rules for all the factions. It's super fucking illegal, but GW allows it to exist, so I have a feeling that they're okay with it. Am I excited for 10th? Yeah, I think so. I'm a little scared about how Psychers are looking, but like Psychers don't look like they're going to be as like, you know. Yeah, Ed Banger does look fun. Like I think we might actually see like 30-man boy blobs again. Like we actually might get the boys back. And that's exciting. And like I think Weird Boys already have a 5-up save. I haven't checked on them recently because who the fuck runs a Weird Boy in 9th? But you know, I mean, people do, and I'm like, bruh, you have so many other things to spend those points on, and this does fucking nothing. 30-man boy blobs. Yeah, orc hordes can go up to 30 people in them. So it's just like 30 blob, 30 guys. You can throw Ed Bangers from trucks now. That's a good point. You can get 22 guys in a battle wagon. So you could do 5 times 4. I mean, that's pretty good, actually. What was the Ed Bangers thing? It's like for every 5 or every 10, you get like an extra AP, extra damage. You could do that from a weird boy just like blitzing around a battlefield in a battle wagon going pew 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 with his brain. Sounds kind of banger as an idea. I kind of like it. Yeah, you guys are right. It is time to go feed you guys. We'll come back to this later, but for now, I need to go ahead and save and quit. Deal with some real world shit, and also feed these wonderful kitties I got here. You good boy? You guys good kitties? Let me check and see if there's any art on Twitter or on the Boro. I think I do need to start shifting away from the Boro to Twitter because Punstar Tracers thing came back that they posted, but I couldn't find it for a while. Why is the Texas Senate trending? Please, for the fucking love of God, don't have done something stupid. Texas Senate just passed a bill which would force all public schools to prominently display the 10 Commandments in every classroom. Oh. Well, what? Nah, that can't be right. that cannot be correct. There's no way they went that. I mean, that was just like a quick read off of a tweet. I'm gonna double check that. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and bounce. Thank you guys for watching. I might stream this weekend, since I got time. But I'll be back later. Like maybe this weekend. I don't know. We'll see. But I'll see you when I see you.